Hello, my name is Sophie, and this presentation is going to demonstrate and describe how the game Rhyming Bingo can be played in the classroom to help build children's phonological awareness skills. But firstly, let me summarise just what exactly is phonological awareness. So, phonological awareness is hearing and understanding the different sounds and patterns of spoken language. For some children, hearing these different parts of spoken language can be quite difficult. This is because it requires them to attend to the sounds of speech separately from the meaning. Phonological awareness skills are promoted by songs, stories, and rhymes. Children also develop understanding about sounds, letters, and words as they attempt to write. Now, before I go into demonstrating how to play rhyming bingo, I thought it best to provide you with a rationale of why rhyming games such as this one is an important aspect in teaching children early phonological skills. Firstly, children enjoy rhymes, and focusing on the link between rhymes and shared spelling patterns in this way can help children to develop the ability to use the spelling pattern of a known word to read a new word with the same spelling pattern, as in hat and cat. This helps children make analogies. Developing a child's phonological awareness is an important part of developing a reader. Young children's ability to identify rhyme units is an important component of phonological awareness, and research shows that students benefit from direct instruction on rhyme recognition paired with fun activities that target this skill. As you can see in this diagram, phonological skills develop in a predictable progression. This concept is important as it provides the basis for sequencing teaching tasks from easy to the more difficult. The diagram illustrates the hierarchy of learning from the less complex activities such as rhyming, sentence segmentation, syllable segmenting and blending, and then moves up to the more complex activities with the use of onset rhyme and phonemes. Each of these phonological awareness skills involves varying levels of difficulty. For my activity, I have chosen to use Rhyming Bingo. Not only is this a fun activity that will engage children, but it is also an activity that helps to reinforce rhyme. This game can be played as a whole class, where each child will get their own bingo picture sheet like the one on screen, and counters to place over the matching pictures. Teachers will have the list of words that when called out, the student will need to find the picture that rhymes. For example, the teacher calls out, "Find the picture that rhymes with far," and then the children will place a counter over the car picture. This will continue until someone gets a set of 5 in a row. Another adaptation can be for children to play in small groups with each student taking in turns to call out the rhyming words. A set of picture cards with the word written underneath will be needed for some children, with the more advanced version being only the word without the picture that children will need to read. This all depends on their skill levels. Now that I have demonstrated how to play Rhyming Bingo, I'm going to talk to you about the skills and knowledge that is needed by children to play the game. Now, prior to children learning how to manipulate words and recognise rhyme, they are at the beginning stage of phonological awareness, which is called listening. This is when children attend to sounds within the environment. They are able to discriminate sounds that are the same and different, remember sounds that they have heard, and discriminate between one sound and many. After listening comes rhyming, and children begin to develop an understanding of the concept of rhyme. When children learn to recognise, match, and then produce rhyming words, they are demonstrating initial phonemic awareness, because to produce words that rhyme, for example, cat, fat, bat, they are actually deleting the first sound of the word, which is the onset, and replacing it with another. Children in kindergarten or early foundation years may have a general awareness that letters have names, but they may not necessarily know the name of particular letters. They may know their name starts with an S and notice other words that start like their name. They may recognise their name in familiar contexts, usually noticing the first letter and the length and shape of the word. They will then continue to develop their alphabetical knowledge and understandings about letter-sound relationships through play and activities such as rhyming as they progress through their first year of schooling. Rhyming comes under the early literacy milestone of emergent reader. It is used as a playful language activity that appeals to children's sense of fun and helps build sensitivity to the sound structure of words. Children can identify rhyming words before they can segment and blend syllables or phonemes within words. It is suggested that nearly all English-speaking children can identify familiar rhyme patterns in oral language by the 5 years of age. Research has found that children who knew more nursery rhymes were better at rhyming tasks and were later successful in reading. Furthermore, research has found that the earlier parents began to read books with their children, the better the child's phonological awareness. An explanation for this is that books are often written in rhyming stanzas with strong rhythmic structure in the syllables. Not all children are going to develop their rhyming skills as well as other children. Children with language delays may have deficits in their ability to hear or process language sounds, which in turn affects their language development. Phonological awareness skills are particularly difficult for these children, so they may need more repetition of activities than other children. English language learners have to distinguish different phonemes in English that may not be part of their native languages. This may mean a child has difficulty hearing and/or pronouncing the sounds of English. English language learners may need more repetition of songs and rhymes within their classroom. Repetition gives them opportunities to develop greater understandings of the meaning of the words as well as the sounds.